only thing that's leaving the shelves faster than toilet paper during virus season is the new Animal Crossing Switch. Have you ever tried to buy a Nintendo game on release that you didn't pre-order? That's what happened to me with Fire Emblem, Smash Bros, Breath of the Wild. That's why I have a digital copy instead of a physical copy. Nintendo doesn't stock their shelves. So right now, they're pretty much out of stock. They're very hard to find, these Switches, but people who have bought like 10 to 20 of these are upselling them for upward of $200. Yeah, so they bought them maybe $300, upcharging close to $400, $500, making a good bit of quiche. Usually, I'm all for it. Do your thing. It's your hustle, but it does feel kind of scummy when other people are trying to play it and you're charging them that much. Like, come on, man. Like, you can earn your bag a different way. With that being said, these people are the scum of the earth and should be publicly executed. And also, if you hit me up on Twitter, follow me in the DMs. I have 20 I'm trying to get rid of, 800 apiece. So our next piece of news, competitive Pokemon has been affected by the coronavirus. To start off, Pokemon regionals in Salt Lake City, Charlotte, Toronto, and I'm sure more to come have been canceled. This is really disappointing. Right now, I'm curious to see if Nintendo's going to adjust the point system. In the past, they've had you need X amount of points to get the Worlds, X amount of points to get the Nationals. So hopefully they readjust and reevaluate since we're not going to have as many options. My preference would be to add more online tournaments, more ways to get points that way. But let's be real, I'm not going to Worlds anyways. And with that being said, Pokemon Go also canceled Abra Community Day, which is like to be expected. Like, remember when Pokemon Go came out, everyone was outside, happy, interacting with each other. Now it's pretty much the opposite. If you leave your home, you're expected to be disinfected like you're in Monsters Inc.
Coming through, please. Inside, clear the contaminated area.
With that being said, Pokemon Go has taken some measures to account for this. So if you log on now, you can see that you get 30 incense for 1 coin. Pretty good deal, even though incense low-key kind of a trash item, not using that anyways. It's gonna be useful so you can hunt from your home. Other than that, spawns are going to be increased, walking distance halved, and things like gift drops are going to be more frequent. Hopefully these things encourage people not to go out as much, stay indoors, stay safe, but let's real talk it. If you're lazy like me and my dad, you're just going to be driving around playing Pokemon Go anyways. Not at the same time, you just drive to a park, do your thing. That being said, we're going to send it over to the professor for our game review of the day. Thank you, Clark. Random review of the week today is Breath of the Wild. Yes, yes, yes. It's been out for a hot sec, but we might as well review it. Bring it in, bring it in. Really? We're having budget cuts in the studio. We couldn't afford the Switch version, apparently. So today we'll be reviewing a copy of Breath of the Wild for the Wii U. Believe it or not, Wii U. So let's give it a go, shall we? Mmm. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Just a little bit of lag spikes, a little bit of drop frames. That's what I'm sensing. But you know what? Good game, open world. Love that. Very savory. Very nice, very nice. Back to you, Clark. On our third piece of news, Reggie Fils-Aimé, the ex-director of Nintendo of America, is now one of the directors of the boards at GameStop. This took effect earlier last week, I believe. He says, quote, the gaming industry needs a more vibrant and healthy GameStop. So what I take that as, they offered him way too much money to turn down. I don't blame you, Reggie. Get the bag. You do you. I'm just not really buying that this is just for the betterment of the gaming industry. Not many people have had positive reactions towards GameStop in the past. Some people might be nostalgic towards it, but personally, they rip you off on resells, they force their employees to try to hard sell you on some membership you don't want, and they're always out of stock on the games that you really want day of. Whether Reggie's going to be able to turn it around or not, I doubt it. GameStop's pretty much a sinking ship. I'm pretty sure everything's going to be virtual by probably 2025. I doubt GameStop's around by then. It's looking like GameStop's future is going to be the equivalent of Reggie's one-on-one with Hungrybox. Alright, in other news, Nintendo Indie World's announcement is going on tomorrow, March 17th at 10 a.m. for Pacific, 1 for Eastern. I'm probably going to be putting a little reaction on this channel, peep it, but the announcement's going to be roughly 20 minutes long. They said so on Twitter. You can go check out that tweet. They said it's going to be 20 minutes long of indie games coming to the Switch. Hashtag Nintendo Switch. Love the hashtag Nintendo, killing it as always. Real hip. What's this mean for us? Probably a lot of indie games that we've already played on PC getting ported to the Switch, which I mean, but it's actually really cool playing some of those games like Darkest Dungeon or Owlboy a second time on the go. It's just enjoyable. I still remember playing Celeste on my way to Florida on like a 3-hour plane ride. It's perfect little bite-sized bits that you can't really do on PC. You can't play those on the go, believe it or not. I'm not lugging around my $1,000 PC set up on a plane. So my question to you, and whoever else is watching, what do you guys think is going to be announced tomorrow? What are you hoping for? Personally, I'd love Ori and the Blind Forest 2 to be on the Switch. That would be Pog, as they say in my Twitch chat. But that wraps it up for today's news. Final shout out for me, Nintendo of Japan is selling these Kirby sweets. They all look really nice. They have Kirby's face on them. They're pretty fire. They are only sold in Japan, but I thought I'd give them a shout because I thought they were, 1, really cute, 2, something I'd love to see to the US. But that's all from me. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. I'll see you next week. Do these Nintendo news segments every Monday. Signing off to Clark Knight.
And 4. Count what you have now, don't count what you don't have.